In this video, we will discuss about Iran vows fast trials over protest despite Trump's warning of very strong action against hangings. Iran Wednesday vowed two fast-track trials for people arrested over a massive wave of protests after US President Donald Trump threatened very strong action if the Islamic Republic goes ahead with hangings. In Tehran, authorities held a funeral ceremony for over 100 members of the security forces and other martyrs killed in the demonstrations, which authorities have branded as riots while accusing protesters of waging acts of terror. The protest movement across Iran, initially sparked by economic grievance, has turned into one of the biggest challenges yet to the leadership since it took power in the 1979 revolution. Judiciary Chief Ghulam Hussein Mohseni said on a visit to prison holding protest detainees that if a person burned someone, beheaded someone, and set them on fire, then we must do our work quickly. In comments broadcast by state television, Iranian news agencies also quoted him as saying the trials should be held in public and said he had spent 5 hours in a prison in Tehran to examine the cases. Footage broadcast by state media showed the judiciary chief stated before an Iranian flag in a large, ornate room in the prison, integrating a prisoner himself. The detainee, dressed in grey clothing and his face blurred, is accused of taking Molotov cocktails to a park in Tehran. Pakistan's ambassador to Iran, Mudassir Tipu, wrote on X that international calls from Iran's mobile and landlines have resumed. This information will be helpful to our nationals to immediately establish contacts with their near and dear ones. We will take very strong action if they do such a thing, said the American leader, who has repeatedly threatened Iran with military interventions when they start killing thousands of people, and now you are telling me about hanging. We'll see how that's going to work out for them, Trump said. Tehran called the American warnings a pretext for military intervention. Iran's UN mission posted a statement on X warning that Washington's playbook would fail again. US fantasies and policy toward Iran are rooted in regime change, with sanctions, threats, engineered unrest, and chaos serving as the modus operandi to manufacture a pretext for military intervention, the post said. Rights groups accuse the government of fatally shooting protesters and masking the scale of the crackdown with an internet blackout imposed on January 8. Metrics show Iran remains offline as the country wakes to another day of digital darkness, said Internet monitor NetBlocks on Wednesday in a post X, adding that the blackout had lasted 132 hours. However, some information has trickled out of Iran call to halt executions. Tehran prosecutors have said Iranian authorities would press capital charges of waging war against God on some detainees. According to state media, hundreds of people have been arrested. State media has also reported on the arrest of a foreign national for espionage in connection with the protest. No details. Tehran prosecutors have said Iranian authorities would press capital charges of waging war against God on some detainees. According to state media, hundreds of people have been arrested. State media also reported on the arrest of foreign national of espionage in connection with the protest. No details were given on the person's nationality or identity. The US State Department on its Farsi language X account said 26 years old protesters Irfan Sultani had been sentenced to be executed on Wednesday. Irfan is the first protester to be sentenced to the death, but he won't be last. The State Department said, adding more than 10,600 Iranians has been arrested. Rights group Amnesty International called on Iran to immediately halt all executions, including Sultani's. Trump has urged on his Truth Social platform for Iranians to keep protesting, adding, "I have cancelled all meetings with Iranian officials until the senseless killing of protesters stops. Help is on its way." It was not immediately clear that what meetings he is referring to or what the nature of the help would be.